Hey, I just arrived at Rolling Creek Trailhead. It is the start of segment 4. If um, you want to look at it that way, this is the place where I got picked up last time and we left the Colorado Trail. We are leaving one car here and headed up to Kenosha Pass, where we'll leave the other car, and we are going to head from section 5 back down to this trailhead at Rolling Creek, and then we will have 2 sections complete. So stay tuned and we'll be on the trail soon. Hey, so we are starting out Kenosha Pass, headed northbound on the Colorado Trail, and we left cloudy conditions in Denver to pleasantly partly cloudy, so we'll fill you in when we get to camp. Hey, it is the end of day 1 and we have our tent set up. So I am here. Jen is next to me and you can kind of see through the trees. There's another couple over here. There's actually quite a few people out on the trail. So we got 7 miles in tonight. It's about 8 o'clock. It's time to wrap it up and go to bed for an early start. And I just can't say enough about the views at this section with Kenosha Pass, and just absolutely fantastic. So I look forward to sharing more tomorrow. You can see there's some trash in the background. Looks like there was an old cabin here before, so there's like a stove and stuff, but there is plenty of flat spots. There's a nice creek down here. Jen's down there making her dinner, eating her dinner, and it's time for me to brush my teeth and pack up for bed. Have a good one. Good morning. It's Saturday. Got my headlamp on, but I shut it off so that you could see. But we are getting the water boiled for coffee. I have a granola mix here that I'm going to make for breakfast. And we're going to be on the trail shortly, so I will share more as we get going. Okay, we are off just before 6:30. A little chilly, but we're being bold and starting cold. And we had a great night. I didn't sleep that good, but I rested well. So we're off and ready for a great adventure. Funny story that Jen's over there, will share from yesterday. She was telling me about 3 people that she met on the trail last year, and we came across a guy that we were talking to, and all of a sudden she was like, wait, I think that's you. And sure enough it was. So what are the odds? So we met Blockbuster yesterday, and there were a lot of people with tents and camping, backpacking along this area. So we will surely pass more. So stay tuned. We have made it to Lost Creek Wilderness area where we now have to sign in so they know that we make it out. Blah! Make it out alive! Water crossing number 199 today. And this is how we filter water. Gracefully balanced on a rock, filling our water filter. Jen's an expert. All right, we are getting near the end of section 5 northbound. And we just came out to these amazing views. I'm gonna turn you around here. Freaking phenomenal. Section 5 it's a lot of up and down, but it's pretty gradual. You're pretty much at 10,000 feet or higher most of the way. And on both ends, you're in some pretty amazing aspen groves, and the center section is a lot of pine trees, a lot of blowdowns, but the trails are very, very clean. I have to give a shout out to the trail crews, volunteers who come out and maintain these trails and keep them clean and safe for us. So when we get to the trailhead, we're gonna lay out our gear, let it dry, because we got a little condensation last night because we were close to water, which is normal. But we're gonna have some lunch. I'll stretch my legs, make sure that I'm doing everything I need to make sure my back stays good, and dry that gear and head into section 4 northbound. We'll see you then. All right, lunch is finished, tents are dried out. We are officially starting section 4, headed northbound. We've got a 2-mile uphill, and then we go into the meadow, and it's smooth sailing till we get to where we're gonna camp for the night. We've got about 8 miles to go, so we'll see you there. So we have made it. It's wet. To what they call the meadows, which ends our climb for today. I'm gonna go ahead and turn my camera around for you. We have 6 miles of meadow, and that will bring us to our campsite tonight. All right, camp is set up. We are over here. We have our bear bags hanging, and we've filtered some water, but we're gonna grab more water now because in the morning that water is frigid cold, and this morning we couldn't feel our hands for quite a while after filtering. So it is still only, what is it? It's 5:20, but we did over 15 miles today. All of that over 10,000 feet and a decent, very decent elevation gain. So we only have 8 miles to go to be out of here tomorrow, and we'll have sections 5 and 4 finished. I know I mentioned it earlier, but section 5 was phenomenal. Kenosha Pass is just views upon views in the beginning. You go through aspen groves, up into the pine trees, and then back down into the aspens. And then when you get down here, you the first part of section 4 was a 2-mile uphill, and it wasn't a terrible elevation gain, but you're up so high already that it was a decent amount of work. But then I'll have other videos, but you can see behind me there's this meadow, and then in front of me there's more meadow. So our last 6 miles today were the 6-mile meadow walk, and so tomorrow we will be headed that direction, where we will have again about a 2-mile climb and then a 6-mile downhill. So again, it'll be a little challenging in the morning, but it'll be nice to have the climb out of the way early and then just walk downhill, which sounds easy, right? Until you are fighting with rocks and things. So anyway, it's going to be a beautiful night. I am going to do some stretching, some yoga, and then we're probably going to hit our tents early. I didn't sleep last night. I know I probably mentioned that earlier too, but it wasn't that I was restless. Like, I laid there and I rested, but I didn't fall asleep. And I think the biggest part of that was I had some energy chews last night at like 5 o'clock when we were climbing in section 5. And though it seemed to be a good idea at the time, I don't think it was a good idea for actually falling asleep last night. And so when I fell asleep, it was very early this morning, and I slept hard for, I'm going to guess, 1 to 2 hours. I never looked at my clock, so I don't know what time it was. But I can guarantee that tonight I'm going to fall asleep, and probably by 7 o'clock. So I suspect we'll be on the trail again early tomorrow. We were up at 5 today and packed up and ready to go at 6:30. So I would think that that's what's going to happen here. Where our tents are set up, we're going to have the sun hitting us right away in the morning, but we'll most likely be out before that happens, before the sun comes up. But I do want to share this with you. This is where we're camped for the night. So there's this beautiful little creek that runs through here, a little bridge, and we'll be crossing this bridge and then following the trail up that way tomorrow. And this is Lost Creek Wilderness, and the trailhead that we're at, walk back this direction. The trailhead that we're at Lost Creek Wilderness is North Fork. So that's where we're at for the night. I will be in bed early, like I said, so I will talk to you tomorrow. Good morning. It is Sunday. We are headed out to finish the last 8 miles of section 4 overnight. Probably low 40, maybe creeped into like 39 degrees, but not bad. Comfortable. Slept with my t-shirt and my liner and my sleeping bag all night. Got up, made our breakfast. It's about 6:40 and we are trucking. So once we get through this first little mile or two, it'll all be downhill and really downhill. So we'll keep you posted. Last time you saw me on this section, there was a lot of snow. So I'll make sure to take some videos and pictures to update us just a month later. And we are now going to be leaving this beautiful meadow. See you later. So we have been in this situation for a while now, and I suspect it will continue. It was expected with spring runoff, and this is where we were before, or a month ago. There was a ton of snow, so picking our way among the rocks, and I must say it's a very peaceful, easy morning. Wiggle, wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle with it. Bam, bam, bam. Yay! All right, we made it to the point where we turned around last time, and there's no snow. So now we are going to be beastie girls heading downhill. See you later. And we did it. We are back at Rolling Creek Trailhead where we left our car. So I'll watch for Jen to come off the trail, and then we'll go pick up my car in Kenosha Pass, and it's home for a shower and a burger.